Drug testing to receive welfare benefits. Have you ever thought about how drug dealers survive outside of selling drugs, or how users pay for meals or hospital visits? Even wonder how their families are taken care of or their kids are taken care of? I know I have. Maybe my speech can help. Most of you know what welfare is, but for those of you who don't, welfare is financial and health aid provided by the government to help people who qualify for it. Well, today I'm going to talk to you all about the pros and cons of the rising and controversial topic of drug testing to receive welfare and health benefits. I'm not here to judge or persuade, just to inform. Just recently, the state of Florida passed its legislation that each person receiving welfare must take a drug test. Why must you ask? Too many people are cheating our system. Our taxpayers' money is being used for illicit drugs and hurting our children, quoted by Dick Francis of Florida State Congress. Statistics show right now that 3 million people in Florida alone are receiving welfare. And as my references stated, each test will cost between $35 and $45 each. Now let's do some simple math. 45 times 3 million is $135 million. And who's going to pay for these tests? Taxpayers. Although $135 million sounds like a lot, Florida's Congress estimated a savings of $77 million a year by drug screening people, because there will be a lot of people who will no longer qualify for the benefits. Some of you may be wondering what happens if someone fails the drug screening. I'm going to explain the steps of an individual must take in order to continue receiving their benefits for themselves as well as their children. First, the person must take a urine drug screen test. If by chance they fail, their benefits will be suspended for 1 year and must undergo treatment provided by the government. After the 1 year suspension is completed, they will have to pay for another test out of pocket to prove they are clean of illicit drugs. If they pass the test, meaning their urine was drug-free, they will get their privileges back. But if they fail again, they are required to undergo treatment again by the government, and their benefits are suspended for 3 additional years. It's pretty self-explanatory, but there's more, so hold tight. Now, the good, the bad, and the ugly part of drug testing for welfare benefits. Some pros could include that it could potentially stop a lot of drug sales and drug use once a person's faced with such harsh consequences. Taxpayers' money will finally be used more efficiently and go where it's supposed to. Sources state that some individuals sell their welfare money, food stamps, government assistance, or etc. for cash to buy and sell drugs. Drug testing these people may prevent this fraud. And like Florida's estimated savings of $77 million, other states that have more people that receive welfare may benefit more by their savings. Although it may sound good, there are cons to every situation. If every state passed this law, more children could end up in foster care or on the streets. Because if their parents test positive for illicit drugs, they will no longer get their benefits. In return, they may not be able to provide for their children financially. Finance causes a lot of stress in most homes. Have you ever heard your parents or family argue about money, or has your stomach ever hurt just thinking about paying a bill? I work full-time and go to school full-time and live on my own, and I know as soon as I check my mail and I see a bill, I immediately dread paying it. Although it needs to be done, knowing bills are due and are coming is enough to make you go nuts. For some family, their benefits that they receive are all they have. Parents could be injured and receive Social Security, among other things, and children just can't help the situation no matter how bad they want to. And unfortunately, there are some households who do use their benefits truthfully. In conclusion, today, there are a lot of different difficult steps that need to be taken in order for this law to pass in every state. Ratios must be weighed evenly, and children's well-beings need to be considered thoroughly. Budgets also need to be considered, as well as taxpayers' money. I hope this speech helped better inform you and who were not aware of the growing situation. But
Okay.